What's going on, everyone? My name is Miles. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have some really big exciting news. Number one, we have all the patch notes that are going to be coming tomorrow for the Deja Loot and the System Override collection event. And also, I'm going to be telling you guys all that you need to know on how to enter yourself in for a chance to win the Octane Heirloom and the entire collection event packs. There's actually going to be 6 ways to enter into the giveaway. I'm going to tell you guys how you can do them right now. Number 1, you can make sure you're subscribed to this channel and comment under this video. Number 2, you can make sure you're subscribed to my second channel and then comment under my recent video. Then number 3, you can also follow me on Twitter and retweet my latest tweet about the giveaway. The 4th way you guys can enter is go follow me on Instagram down below and like and comment under the latest post I just made on Instagram. And then also the last 2 entries that you can do will actually be coming out in the next 2 videos that I upload on this channel. So I'll make sure to let you know that that's going to be a part of the giveaway, and then all you have to do is continue to comment like normal under the videos, but you're only going to be getting 1 entry per video, so don't think you can spam the comments and get a bunch of entries. So I'm going to take 1 winner from each entry and then put them in a spin wheel and then spin those 6 names, and then obviously the winner of the spin wheel will be the winner of the Octane Heirloom and the entire System Override collection giveaway. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. We're going to talk about everything that was just released that we know about the update coming out tomorrow. This is all the patch notes that were just released from the dev stream. So we have a limited time mode, obviously called Deja Loot, where basically the RNG will be eliminated, kind of, sorta, where basically all the same loot will be in the same place every single time you go there. So every single game that you might want to land in the same position, you're going to be guaranteed the same weapons in the same loot bins and all of that stuff. So it's going to be in the same place, so you can kind of just get used to the loot. Now I'm not really sure how cool that is. It's something different, it's something unusual, but I don't really think it's going to be something good or something that will ever implement full-time into Apex Legends to try to, you know, eliminate RNG. I think we're just gonna have to deal with RNG and just get over it. So we also know that the Evo shields are going to be coming, and I think that's a really good thing, because I think the Evo shields actually might be implemented into Apex for like forever eventually. I don't know if they're going to do it right now. I think they're just testing it right now, but I do think that Evo shields are going to be promising, because I think they're going to be good for the game, help eliminate RNG, and then also help, you know, eliminate, you know, the idea of a really bad player being able to out RNG a really good player and just get lucky with the purple armor or something like that. So I think it's going to be really good for the game, and hopefully they will keep it. Also, we obviously have all of the packs that are going to be coming with the Octane Heirloom, which, like I said, I'll be giving away. So also moving on, we have some meta changes, which is really good. We have Bloodhound. They said the intent is for Bloodhound to use their tactical as they are approaching towns pre-combat versus reacting while in a fight. So they increased the scan distance for the Eye of the Allfather by 3. So increased time to activate from 4 seconds to 8 seconds, and they also increased the duration of the scan from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. So that's a pretty good buff for Bloodhound, and I think buff Bloodhound like they have been in order to make him a usable character, just because compared to other people, he's just not as good. In other big news, we have a Gibraltar nerf finally. So the gun shield health that Gibraltar has whenever he's aiming down sights has now been reduced from 75 to 50, which I think is good and much needed, simply because thinking about the fact that he can take 275 damage, considering whenever he's aiming you can shoot his gun shield for 75, that's just really absurd, because it's kind of like, you think about the fact he already takes less damage than everyone else because he's the bigger characters like Caustic, so he takes like 10% less damage than everyone else does, so he really doesn't need all of that health from his gun shield. So I think that was a really good nerf. Moving on to Crypto, it says his primary weapons will now automatically reload while in drone view, so that's really good. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, but something that's going to be a little helpful for Crypto. We also have an inventory update. So the base inventory slots, this is pretty big. I don't think they've ever made an update to this. The base inventory slots have been increased from 8 to 10, so you can now carry more things without having the backpack. Now the common backpack expands the inventory to 12. The rare backpack will give your which is the blue one, by the way, we'll put it to 14, and then the epic, which is the purple, will put it up to 16. So that's pretty big news. We've not really seen an inventory update like that before. We also have grenade stacks have been reduced from 2 to 1, so that's pretty big, and it's also going to be really good. So now you can't get nade spammed as much. Well, I say that, but you think about, they did increase the inventory slot, so it's not too big of a deal, I would say, at this moment. We'll just have have to wait and see, but I think the grenade stacks might be a pretty good nerf for the grenades in general, just because it's kind of annoying when someone has like 8 arc stars and you can't really get out of a situation. So I think that's going to be really good. Also, we have the light heavy energy ammo stacks have been reduced from 80 to 60, so that's pretty big. That's pretty big news. Also, we have syringe and shield cell stacks have been reduced from 6 to 4. So this is kind of interesting to see what they're doing here. These are some pretty big inventory update changes, and the medkit and shield battery stacks have been reduced from 3 to 2. I'm not really sure what sparked this idea for them to make this nerf, but I don't really know if I agree with it quite yet. I think it's going to make the game overall more confusing in the long term, trying to look at all of the inventory slots that you have and try to count all those numbers. I think the better idea would probably honestly to be reducing the base inventory slots and the backpacks, but then giving you more expandability on how much you can stack. I think that would have been a better nerf rather than doing all of this. I just think it makes the inventory page too big, too much to read, and too confusing. So moving on to the Peacekeeper, it has been reduced in the mag size from 6 to 5. So the Peacekeeper has taken a little bit of a nerf there, and it increased the reload time from 2.5 to 2.65 seconds. So another nerf right there for the Peacekeeper. Increased the reload time with empty mag from 3.5 to 3.6. Another little nerf right there, but not too big of a deal. And then slightly increased the scale of the blast pattern from 1.6 to 1.7. So overall, the Peacekeeper was definitely nerfed. This is pretty good to see, because the Peacekeeper is kind of annoying and really inconsistent right now. So it's just good to see that finally they're making some adjustments to the Peacekeeper, because like I said, it's not really a balanced weapon, and I think most games have a hard time balancing the shotgun anyway. So it's good to see that they're making some changes to that. The Sentinel, in my opinion, one of the most fun weapons to use in the game, has finally been buffed. Base damage increased from 65 to 70, and reduced time it takes to rechamber is from 1.85 to 1.75, so it's a little bit quicker, and that's really good news, because I love the Sentinel. I think it's a weapon that needs to be used more often, because it just makes the game more fun using a bolt action sniper rifle. I think they should have honestly like a no shield Sentinel only kind of game mode one day. It would be really fun to bring back some like quick scoping days or something like that. So I think that would be really cool to see, and it's really good to know that they finally buffed this. We also have some quality of life, and the first word that just popped out to me right here, muzzle flash. Whoa, I gotta read this. Let's see. Muzzle flash adjustments reduce the intensity of muzzle flash while aiming down the sight for all weapons except shotties and snipers. Guys, that's what we have been looking for. That is what we have been looking for. So I'm really glad to see this right here. This is something that's really going to make me happy, and I'm so excited to see this muzzle flash. I don't know how much it's been reduced by, but it's got to be quite a bit, because the developers know that we have been raging about this for so long. I think Josh Medina even said that it keeps him up at night of how much we rage about this, how much we complain about this. So he's finally glad to have this out and about in the update tomorrow. So that's one of the best things I can take away from this, is the quality of life. The muzzle flash has finally been reduced. Here's another weird little thing. The red dot has been added to the iron sights for the Prowler and L-Star. Iron sights dot will stay properly centered during weapon sway and bob movement. So surely they're not talking about a red dot sight that's on the iron sight. Surely they're just meaning that there's now a red dot on the iron sights like the R99. Hopefully they're not saying they actually put a 1x HCOG on there as the iron sight. That wouldn't make much sense. So I'm assuming that the Prowler now has a red dot, as in like a literal red dot for the iron sights like the R99 has, and that will definitely make it much easier to aim with, as well as the L-Star. So we also have heirloom crafting. This is another big one, guys. We're super excited about some of the changes that they are making with this. So the heirloom crafting, we're changing up the heirloom system to make it easier for you to acquire the heirloom that you want. Instead of an entire heirloom set dropping at once, you'll receive heirloom shards. You can use those shards to pick the exact heirloom set you would like. The shards will have the same drop rate as the previous system, so that after 500 Apex packs you will have enough heirloom shards to obtain an heirloom set from the heirloom shop. And don't worry, your existing progress towards 500 Apex packs will carry over the switch. Remember that once a player owns all the heirloom sets, the player will not be eligible to receive any more shards until the more heirloom sets are added into the game. So now if you guys get the heirloom shards. If you guys get the lucky heirloom drop, you don't have to be forced to have the bloodhound one if you don't want it, or the lifeline if you don't want it, or the pathfinder if you don't want it. You can pick the one that you want. So if you guys want this new Octane one coming out, you can pick it whenever it comes out. And also, if you want the wraith, you can pick it. If you want the lifeline, you can pick whatever heirloom that you want. So this is really good news, because I was really afraid I was going to be getting the path or the bloodhound heirloom really soon, considering I hate bloodhound and I never use them. All right, moving on to some bug fixes. We have quite a few, so I'm going to run through these really quick. They fixed the bug where Bangalore would appear invisible in certain skins, so we already know about that. The Overdrive and the Killer Bee skins have now been re-enabled so that players can use them, but they're just not invisible anymore like the bug was before. So we also have, for cases where sometimes Revenants Ultimate Totem could be destroyed or disabled when placed too close to some geometry, it will now be refunded back to the player at full charge when this happens. They also fixed a bug where sometimes players would enter a match into a different character than they selected, and all loadouts being set back to default after the match. They also cleaned up some areas around World's Edge with bad collision, or provided ways for players to exploit them. They also fixed an exploit near Geyser where players could climb to a spot that provided an unfair advantage. They also fixed for cases where players were able to punch and shoot enemies clipping through doors, and also areas with them within geometry. So that's really good news. I think you could actually stick someone's gun through a door. If their gun was sticking through the door, you could stick it with an arc star and it would still kill them. So that was really frustrating. So glad they fixed that. They also fixed a bug for cases where full auto mode was disabled when players equip the anvil receiver and the anvil receiver hop up in the single fire mode for the R301 or flatline. So that was good that they finally fixed that. They also fixed a bug where they had a case where there would be a delay with firing the Havoc after canceling a reload, and I actually noticed that one quite a bit, so I'm glad they fixed that. They also fixed a bug where players could place Gibraltar's dome shield on a Crypto's drone, allowing the dome to be mobile while in use. That was something that they supposedly fixed in Season 4 at launch, but apparently it did not go through. They also fixed a bug where cases were happening where players were able to re-roll daily challenges without being charged the legend tokens for re-roll, so I doubt anyone was really complaining about that, but they did fix it. They also fixed a bug for cases where unlocking new badges would not trigger the red dot notification to make players aware that a new badge is available. They also fixed a bug where if players respond while spectating someone under Revenant's death protection, they would return in that state permanently and unable to use heal items. So that's really annoying. I think that actually happened to me quite a few times, and it would not let me use my shield cell, and it really ticked me off, and I got off one of those days for that. So I'm glad they fixed that. They also did fix a bug where players were getting assist credit for using abilities that place status effects like Crypto's drone after they were already knocked. So basically, if Crypto targets somebody with his drone after they're already knocked and then somebody finishes them, it was giving them him the assist even though he didn't deserve it because the guy was already knocked anyways. So I bet a lot of people were abusing that, so it's good that they fixed it so that people don't get master too soon for abusing an exploit. So we also have a case where the store would show placeholder images and would not show the actual image of the skins and stuff, and I remember that. It was like a pink and yellow checkerboard. I think I saw that one quite a bit. I actually saw it yesterday. They also have a bug that they fixed where audio from Watson's Skydive emote would continue to play after she lands. I also noticed that one yesterday, so I'm glad they fixed that. And stability fixes to reduce crashing and script errors. That's something we definitely needed, and various abilities to polish bug fixes for firing range. So we have a lot of good news coming from this, and so if you guys are excited about the collection event coming out tomorrow, make sure to leave a comment down below and leave a like on this video. And if you want to be entered into the chance to win this entire collection event giveaway, including the Octane Heirloom, make sure you subscribe to this channel, comment down below, subscribe to my second channel, comment on the recent video that was on there. You can go follow me on Twitter, retweet that tweet. You can go follow me on Instagram and comment and like that post, and then also look out for the next 2 videos on this channel where you can also enter in 2 more times before it's all over, and I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to pick a winner. So if you guys are excited about that, let me know down below. It is costing me a lot of money, but I'm excited to do it because you guys have been showing me an enormous amount of support, and I cannot thank you guys enough, and there's no payment I can pay you guys back for all the support you've given me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much for watching. At the end of this video, there's actually going to be a bonus entry If you guys want to be in that bonus entry, all you have to do is go watch my stream, go follow me on Twitch, and as you watch my stream, you get points for watching, and you can cash in those points for tickets, and I'll be doing a giveaway winner over there, and whoever wins will also be put into the spin wheel. So it's a very simple concept. So all you got to do is go follow me on Twitch and watch my stream tomorrow, and as you continuously watch me, you will always build points until we do another giveaway, and I'm always doing giveaways, guys, so don't just think that it's just for the Octane Heirloom. After the Octane Heirloom giveaway is over, I'll be starting it back again, and we'll be doing another giveaway on stream. So if you guys want that bonus entry, it's actually going to be 7 names, not 6, but you guys only know that because you watched to the end of this video. So I really appreciate that, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video and tomorrow's stream. Peace.